name's Elias, and I'm in a mission to turn myself into a half-decent mechanic.
Stop it. Get some help.
A few months back, I bought my very first car, a Renault Clio 3RS 197. And let's just say it wasn't exactly in mint condition.
Brother, what's that?
But bit by bit, we've been making progress, replacing all the knackered engine mounts.
Did it, Patrick! We saved the city!
Managed to completely snap the swivel.
NANI?!
And somehow get it all back together and working. Not bad for a beginner, right? But now, it was time for the next fight. The right side suspension. Try and make this optimal, which means first step is I'm gonna try and unbolt the axle nut that always drives us crazy. As you can see, it's pretty rusty. Let's soak it a little bit in penetrating oil, fluid, and then we can try and attack it directly with an impact wrench. Let's do that. Let's let it sit for a little bit, kinda like 5 minutes. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Let's do that.
A few moments later.
First try. Hopefully it's gonna go smooth. Let's see. Like butter.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
Here we go, guys. God, when I remember the first one, the pain it gave us. God, this is the best purchase. I repeat it. The ball joint one, just to not ruin it again. Yeah, a little bit like this. Go for the ABS cable. There we go. Tie rod. Gave everything a proper scrub with the wire brush. First, I'm gonna take off the caliper. But before getting carried away, those two tiny rotor bolts had to come out. Upper bolt and lower bolt. Boom, sorted. Now, on to the rest of the chaos. Started with the ABS cable bracket, then moved straight onto the drop link. There we go. Next, let's tackle this one. The ball joint. And this time, I was trying really hard to not ruin the thread like a muppet. So careful. Okay. What I've learned here, just throw the bolt back in loosely so you've got something solid to smack with the hammer without destroying the thread. And honestly, it actually worked. Next up was the sway bar link. But my wrench decided it had had enough of a life. Everything is breaking, guys. Everything. So out comes the impact gun. Outer track rod off. But of course, the real pain always comes from a bolt you'd never expect. No matter how much WD-40 I drowned it in, or how many different heads I tried, it just wouldn't budge. Completely rounded. We'll come back to that menace later. Time to go up top. The upper strut bolts. A bit more WD-40. First bolt out. Second bolt out. But the third... oh no. That one wanted to fight. Grabbed the universal joint. Tried again. But still, just spinning. Oh, it is 13. This is weird, guys. The two were 14 and this one is 13. It's weird. Don't know what happened there, but let's just go with the flow.
it's broken, which means we're gonna have to buy two like these. Okay, the thread is broken. Oh, it's here, it's stuck here. Shit.
Half the thread was stuck inside, and there was no saving it. So, I did what any sensible person definitely wouldn't do. Pulled the whole strut out from below instead. But totally forgot about the menace we encountered before, the ABS cable. I had to find a way to disconnect it, and the next best thing would be to unclip it from above.
So now we can take it all out. Instead of messing around with this already messed up bolt, I just disconnected the ABS sensor. Here we go, and now I should be able to take off. Let's see.
But I had yet to surpass one more challenge, the sway bar link, stubbornly sticking to the strut tower. So I had to use a bit of everything, hammering and wiggling the entire strut assembly to push the thread out of the hole.
Finally, we did it! Okay guys, we have some good news. After stripping everything off, this looks in good shape. It's pretty sturdy. The rubber is not damaged. Same thing for the ball joint. Pretty sturdy, it's not loose. It seems the rubber as well is perfect. This one is as sturdy as it gets. Look at this. Very good shape. Basically everything looks pretty good. I'm pretty glad. Okay, let's continue stripping off our strut right there.
Starting with the bolt connecting the strut tower to the swivel. Crack that loose, a few taps with the hammer, and they're separated.
Down. And it's out. Good news. Same thing. We're gonna soak everything in penetrating fluids just to make it easier for our life. And it should be good.
Next up, the 3 bolts holding this little piece that connects the swivel to the lower bolt joint.
Now I need my wiggly thing, and I think this is a 19, if I'm not mistaken.
But this one was having none of it. Didn't go to plan at all. And to make things worse, my universal joint was also on its last legs.
Everything is breaking, guys, everything.
If you're enjoying the chaos so far, make sure you hit subscribe. There is plenty more of it coming. No matter how hard I tried, that bolt wasn't moving an inch, especially without a proper socket wrench. So, plan B, I'm taking the whole thing as it is to the press guy. Let him press the old swivel joint out and drop the new one straight in.
So, we're back from the mechanic who has the press, and this one was really stubborn. As you can see, look, he had to, I don't know how to call it, but kind of scratch the previous joint. And anyway, but we did it. It's onto it. And also I discovered in the previous one, I put on the bolt that was given to me with the joint. But I think I should do this bolt because apparently this big washer that is included in the bolt, this one right here, it's what I need because it's holding the whole housing of the joint, which is really important. The other one is just holding against a little piece, aluminum piece that it's like kind of an insert, which is not very reliable. So I'll probably need to fix the other part properly. But for now, it's job done. Now it's a matter of putting everything back to its place. Let's do that. I already started with the struts. As you can see, I put on 2 bolts here. There is one missing because it broke. I'm gonna use it like this until I can go and buy another bolt. It's not very far away, and this is how it looks like now. I wanted to connect the drop link, but I guess first I need to put everything back and then lift it up. then I will be able to connect the drop link. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take both our swivels and put them back in. Should be good. Go.
First, I tightened the little piece connecting to the lower ball joint. Then came the main bolt, linking the upper swivel to the strut tower. A bit of a pain to line up, but after everything we've been through, this was nothing.
Done.
Next up, sliding the axle back through the swivel, and finally getting the lower ball joint thread in place. We're being extra careful here, trying to not damage the threads. But of course, the thread starts spinning with the ball.
So we've hit the same problem as the previous time. This one is turning with the thread, as you can see. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm not gonna touch it with a plier. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna take it to the mechanic because this is a tools issue. I don't have the tools to block this thread from here. I don't know if you can see from here. I'm just not gonna mess with it. I just hope it's not crazy. And just gonna take it to the mechanic and fix it. For now, I'm just gonna focus on put everything back. Let's do that.
And just when I was about to move on to the drop link, I lifted the suspension and
Working.
that click you just heard, that changed everything. It seems like the weight of the swivel on the thread helped keep it steady, and thus, when I was tightening the bolt, it wasn't moving at all with it. Awesome!
That should do it. Let's see if there is any movement. No, there isn't. Whew. God, I'm happy about this. This is good.
Straight onto the drop link. Needed a bit of counter hold, but since it wasn't rounded, it went on beautifully.
Super tight. Next.
I grabbed the floor jack, lifted the whole suspension, and lined up the sway bar with the strut tower. Same trick again, just hex heads and a wrench. Shows how far you can get with just basic tools. Next up was the tie rod. Went in absolutely fine. Until I realized I'd forgotten the ABS cable insert. So, off it came again. That made things a bit trickier. Barely any clearance for my wrench. But nothing a pair of pliers couldn't sort out. And finally, brake disc back on, and the two big caliper bolts tightened. The next day, I took the car to have a wheel alignment. But
I don't know right now if you can hear with me. There is a noise on the left side. With the exhaust situation, I know it's a little bit complicated, but let me try and put it up to speed. And then hold the clutch. Can you hear? There is a huge humming sound coming from the left side. And it's just telling me that the left wheel bearing needs to be replaced. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing, just for peace of mind. This is probably the only thing that is gonna be left, so we can complete the front suspension. Other than that, we're just gonna need to be replacing the ABS sensor cable, and so we can take off those errors. And hopefully, technically, crossing fingers, front suspension should be good to go. So, I have another theory. When I was undoing the bolts, sorry for the noise guys, but when I was undoing the nuts of the wheel, I found one that was very loose, like really loose. And it could be the reason why it's causing the hub. I'm not sure, I'm not a mechanic obviously, but it just makes some sense, you know. If it's not really tight, the wheel is gonna be playing a little bit around, and it just seems weird because after the alignment, the humming sound was crazy strong, and I just kept thinking that maybe now that the car is aligned, the wheel hub issue just appeared a bit more. But I don't know, let's try it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put everything back because I tied the nuts. Now everything is good, it's pretty tight now. I'm gonna try it on the road, see if there is any more humming. If no, then I think we're good with our wheel bearing, because if I can remember, that wheel bearing wasn't making a crazy sound when we took it up. It wasn't grinding, it wasn't scratching, it was pretty good, right? So let's try it. Anyway, we have to go pick up our ABS sensor. Hopefully I can put it back without taking all the wheel and everything. Let's see. Now we have our ABS sensor. It's right here. Hopefully it's gonna work. I have some other kind of good news about the wheel bearing. Apparently it can be ordered. Let's see. Monday I'm gonna have the real answer about it. But I asked, they say it's so rare in Morocco, of course. Since 2016 nobody have ever ordered this part. So for now what we're gonna do is try to find a good place, put back this ABS sensor. Hopefully we're not gonna have any more errors on the dash. It should be at least a little bit better. Let's do that. Now I hope I can put it back in without having to lift the car and take off the wheel.
After a bit of a fight, I still managed to get the ABS sensor in without lifting the car or even taking the wheel off. Happy days. But the error was still there. So I did a quick search and realized the cable is actually supposed to look like this. What's even stranger is when I check the OEM number, it shows two completely different cables. So yeah, looks like I'm back on the hunt again.
I have two news, one good, one bad. I'm gonna start with the good one. We have our wheel bearing. It's brand new, it's very satisfying. Let me just unpack it right here. I'm pretty happy because I wasn't expecting to find this one in Morocco. Another plus point is that this is SNR. This is the brand that is being used OEM from Renault, so this is perfect. The bad news though, well, it's not extremely bad, but anyway, it's a bad news. I couldn't find the ABS sensor, which is crazy. I thought this is gonna be the easiest part and this is something that I should be able to find pretty easily, but no, it's impossible to find it. There is only the normal Clio 3 sensor, which means we're just gonna have to cross fingers that this one is still gonna work after I plug it in. I know it doesn't match with the little insert here, but let's see. We're gonna replace the wheel bearing, see if there is any more noise. I hope not, because I think this is our biggest problem. Then we're gonna plug this in and hopefully we're not gonna have the error on the dash. So let's see how it goes. Right now I'm gonna go to the mechanic that helped me with pressing the ball joints because he has the press, and we need to depress this from the hub and press the new one. And I'm just gonna get him to do the job because anyway I'm not learning anything new. I just have to take off the whole suspension again. I'm not showing you anything new, guys, and I'm not learning anything new, so I'm just gonna let him do the job and I'll meet you after I change the wheel bearing. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Bad news, guys, the wheel bearing didn't fix it. The humming noise is still there, but at least now the left suspension is fully renewed after the accident, so this is one thing less that I have to worry about, and I'm feeling more peaceful with it fully replaced. As for the noise, my next guess would be the front arch liners. They are missing from the car, and a lot of people online have been saying that these cars can get crazy noisy in the cabin if it doesn't have the front arch liners. So anyway, it's something that we're gonna replace. I'm planning to. Hopefully I can find them, and by the time when it's replaced, we will see if there is no more humming. In the meantime, I think that Smurfette is due a little engine service, right? Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, give it a like, and I'll catch you in the next video. Tschüss!
I remember the street lights.